back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to take a look at some new content to the channel. We're going to dive into the world of 3D printing and see how easy it is to print multicolored prints on your Prusa. Do you need a multi-material setup, or is there a simpler way? I'm Jeff with Titan FPV, and you're going to acquire some knowledge today. I've had my Prusa for a couple months, and the main reason why I got the Prusa was to print TPU because it's a direct drive setup. And I've seen a lot of people have had great success with minimal to no modifications on their setup. You've probably seen online a lot of shops like Phoenix 3D and Brain 3D offer multicolored canopies and GoPro mounts. And like, wow, that's pretty hot. I myself wanted to see how difficult it would be to get a multicolored print. And I wanted to start with this pod racer canopy I've got for my new X-Night build. So I thought I'd do something simple, just like a racing stripe. As you see, I've got some black TPU there in the center, and then the rest of the canopy is blue TPU. I'm going to show you the steps in Prusa Slicer on how easy it is to get this set up. This was my first time trying it, and the first time was a success. I'm pretty confident that you can get similar results. Let's dive in. We're going to use Prusa Slicer for this tutorial. You can use whatever slicer you'd like. There may be an option in Simplified 3D or Cura, but in this tutorial we're going to use Prusa Slicer because I assume most people that have a Prusa are using Prusa Slicer. It's easy and it worked great for me. So you're going to go ahead and grab your model. And in this case, I want to add a stripe to the center of the model. So I'm thinking about 6 millimeters here, just about this length. So to do so, you can add your stripe at whatever location you'd like, but do remember that the printers, they print up. So they print from the ground up. So I'm just going to rotate it 90 degrees on its side. And that's going to give us the orientation that we want. And we're going to print, like I said, it's going to be 6 millimeters there. And I want to line it up to the center. Now, some people print them offset. Some people print multiple colors or multiple stripes. You can do it however you want. I don't know that there's a limit to how many times that you can change filament during a print, but in this case, I'm going to change it twice. So I'm going to start in blue TPU, I'm going to switch to black, and then I'm going to switch back to blue to finish the print. I went ahead and grabbed Cohen Zimner's profile for TPU printing. It's for SaneSmart. I'm not using SaneSmart in this case. Profile still works great. I'll post a link in the video description for that, as well as this modified pod racer STL. As you see, it's got the mounts for the Whoop board for shark bite. So I'm going to be using this on my new X-Night 5-inch build, but I needed something that would be easy to mount the shark bite Whoop VTX. So it's going to work out great. You're going to figure out what the distance is, or how long the print is going to be for the stripe in this case. Mine's going to be 6 millimeters. You can go ahead and slice the model. That's going to take you to the layer view. This slider here is the key. This is telling you the height of the model. So in this case it's 54 millimeters. Halfway is going to be 27. Right, I'm going to do a 6 millimeter stripe in the center. So that's going to be 3 millimeters below, because if you divide 6 by 2, you're going to get 3, and 3 millimeters above. So to start the color change, we're going to go down 3 millimeters from 27. So that's going to drop us down to 24. And all you got to do is hit this plus sign. Alright, so what that's done is it's separated the model. And when the model hits 24 millimeters in height, this is going to send a G-code to the printer to slide to the side of the model where you can eject your existing filament, and then you're going to insert your replacement filament or your new color, and you're going to purge it. I always purge mine twice to where I get the correct color, make sure there's none of the original color left. But it'll give you an option if the filament was correctly loaded, if it's correct color, or if you need to purge more filament. Once I've done it the second time, I go ahead and pinch the remaining filament off. Be careful not to touch the nozzle. Obviously, it's going to be hot. I remove the excess, and then you go ahead and hit continue, or yes, it's the correct color. So then it's going to start printing in the second color, which in this case is black. We're going to have to go back up to the halfway point, which is 27, and we're going to have to go up the remainder, the other half of the racing stripe. So in my case, that's going to go up to 30, and you're going to hit another plus sign. All right, so now as you see, you've got 3 different colors, right? You can do as many as you want, but in this case it's actually 2 because we're just changing it one different color, and then we're coming back to the original blue. So this part, like I said, we're going to start in blue TPU, we're going to switch to black, and then we're going to switch back to blue. So as you see, that looks like that's a nice diameter there in the center of the model. Once that's done, you can go ahead and reslice the model. In this case, I've used supports. Probably want to go ahead and use supports throughout. Your mileage may vary, but I'm going to reslice the model. Make sure you choose the correct infill percentage. I like to print my TPU in 40% infill. That works good for me. You're going to go ahead and slice the model, and then you're going to go ahead and export the G-code there to your SD card. Like I said, it's a pretty simple process. This is the first time, actually this is the second time I've tried this. The first Canopy I've tried, I did a 2-color sign, and it worked great both times for me. First time, each print, I got the result that I wanted. Hopefully you'll get the same result. If you guys aren't already subscribed, please do so. I'm going to have some more 3D content coming to the channel. It's something I have been doing for a while, but I haven't brought to the channel, and I feel like it ties into our FPV hobby well. Like I said, give this video a thumbs up. If you got any questions, leave a comment below. I haven't been working with Prusa printers for a long time, about a couple months, but I've been 3D printing for about 3 years. Pretty knowledgeable. I'm no chep, but I do have, a lot of advice that I can try to give there. Let's keep this video focused on TPU and the color change. I hope this video was informative, guys, and we'll catch you in the next one.